Hey, Blake.
Travis Crane, what are you doing?
I am just driving around. What's up?
Let's go see a gym.
I love it. Blake Brown.
Travis Crane.
What's up, sir?
What are the odds of the two of us just driving around at the same time?
Incalculable. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. We're going to go check out a gym. I know that's a big shocker to you.
Not at all. The gym picker himself?
Yep.
Let's do it.
Let's go check it out. Imagine that we're both in Bertram at the same time.
I know. It's almost as if it's the midpoint between Cedar Park and Marble Falls.
That's a good way to look at it.
Wow.
Ross Brown.
What's up?
Hey, buddy, I appreciate you calling me. Give me 5 minutes. I'm going to call you right back.
All right.
Okay? Everything good?
Yeah, I was just wondering where Riley was.
Well, I don't know because I'm not at the house.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
Okay, see you.
See ya.
Typical.
Is that typically how it goes in the Brown household?
Yep. What do you think of Bertram?
I've driven by it. I've driven through it. I've never really stopped and seen what it has to offer. So I'm excited to check out whatever is in store for us.
Bertram has got a lot to offer. Starting with this really cool old gym. I can't wait to show it to you.
So I'm excited to check this gym out with the gym picker himself, well documented on things that you like to do.
Absolutely. You know, I love coaching the Timberwolves, and I love looking at these old gyms.
Now, how long have you been coaching at Cedar Park now?
Well, believe it or not, I'm going to be starting my 17th season.
And when you took over, what classification were they? Were they 4A, 5A?
We were 5A, you know, with nothing but 5As.
Right.
Then we dropped to 4A. Now we're back to 5A, you know, with the 6 classifications.
Okay. Did y'all ever flirt with going up to 6A?
No.
No?
Not really.
Comfortable 5A?
Yeah, we were close.
Yeah. So is this it?
This is it.
Wow.
This is it.
It's going to be cool. I'm looking forward to it.
No question.
Yeah,
let's go check it out.
Let's go. So this is it.
It's the Bertram gym. It's like my mom says, every gym is my favorite gym.
Let's head upstairs.
Let's do it.
So talk to me about this gym, Blake. How'd you find it? And give me a little bit of the history of the gym of Bertram, Texas.
You know, I've driven through Bertram a lot, and the gym's obviously off the beaten path because you got to cross the tracks to get here. So I didn't visualize it on my own. I can't remember who told me about it. You know, maybe Coach Kaiser over at Barnett High School, you know, because this Bertram is now part of Barnett ISD. So I think he might have been the one that told me about this gym. And of course, it's a short drive from where I live, so I love to come over here and check it out.
Now give me a little bit of the history when this gym was built, what makes it unique, and kind of what separates it from other gyms that you have toured in the past.
Well, when I think about what makes this gym unique, there's a lot of stories, and we'll get to probably the best story a little bit later. But what I like about this gym, built in 1949, number one, it was a local builder that built a gym. So that's a good thing for this small town. But this gym is just that. It's a gym. A lot of these small places like this, their gyms have a stage on one end, so it doubles as an auditorium.
Right.
I've even been in gyms, believe it or not, that double as a cafeteria. But this gym in 1949 was built solely for the purpose of basketball and volleyball. And nothing else was in it. So that was a testament to what the school felt you know, how important they felt athletics was. And then this was also the very first indoor gym for Bertram. Before that, they literally played on a dirt court that where this gym is now built.
Now you said the gym has an interesting quirk to it when you go through one of the side entrances. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, you know, when you enter the original doors to this gym, you just immediately spill out on the court. You know, you and I are looking at the baseline over here. It's 3 feet, and you're out of the gym, and it's really the same way on the other end. But this gym doubled back in the 50s and 60s as a nuclear fallout shelter.
Wow.
And we're gonna look at that in just a minute.
Now, talk to me about how this gym was built so that it could serve as a purpose to host athletic events, but in case something disastrous happened, they would be able to get down there.
Well, most of these types of gyms, especially these freestanding gyms, they were built on what they call a pier and beam system. So under the court, there's a crawl space. You've got these beams, you've got the beams that run length of the court to help support, and then they're sitting on these piers. So there's about a 3 or 4 foot crawl space under the gym. Now, back in the 50s and 60s, when there was a true, you know, nuclear threat, Cold War, atomic bomb, what are we going to do? President Eisenhower, President Kennedy both put in these initiatives to protect, you know, the homeland. And one of the things they did is they said, okay, municipal buildings, schools, things like this, we've got to have a shelter. So the people in Bertram said, okay, we're going to go crawl underneath the gym when we think there's a threat. And they used to practice crawling underneath this space.
And we looked at that earlier. It's a tight space to have to get through.
Tight space. You know, you and I work at schools, so we're always having to do fire drills. We're always having to do tornado drills,
right,
emergency drills, lockdown drills. Mm-hmm. They were doing that back then for the threat of a nuclear attack.
That's incredibly interesting. I think this is the first gym I've found out about that had something like that as part of its blueprint. The other thing that caught my eye is this ceiling. It's sort of a hangar. It reminds me of like an Air Force hangar, and I know it's not the original roof, but I find the beauty of it and how that's put together. Is this on par with what you've seen in other gyms this age, or does this stand out as something unique?
I wouldn't say it's unique, but this is definitely original. You know, there's a lot of craftsmanship that goes into the roof here with all the wood. Of course, you've got these rafters that are very typical. This is a standard layout. I've been in a lot of gyms that have these exact bones in them. I love these permanent wood bleachers that rise up over the floor, and you and I are sitting here. This is a great spot, yeah, to watch the game from. But no, this is pretty standard. This barrel-shaped roof, that's what I call it. This is a pretty common thing. Okay, so Travis, let's go down here. This door is what is original to the building. So again, you got to take the steps up. I love that. Just again, it's a quirk that you don't see in a lot of gyms, but definitely there's several of these. There's one in all 4 corners. Now, you know, my wife, she would love this place, and so would Joanna Gaines, because I got to show you first the shiplap on the walls. This is original shiplap. So Joanna Gaines, if you're watching, this is for you. Here's your locker room. Obviously, it's a storage, so it's kind of jumped up right now. But this is that bunker. This is that shelter access that we were talking about right here in the locker room. I'm going to prop this up, and I don't know what you can get to, but just imagine a student being asked to do this throughout the day. You know, hey kids, let's go get in our nuclear fallout bunker. Just an amazing thing. And they were, they were mandated to practice this. This was part of the routine, just like schools today are mandated to do fire drills and tornado drills. They had to do this because the threat was real. The threat was real, and this was their best solution for when everybody was in school to go under. And now they've concreted that in, but certainly they had access to it back in the day.
Blake, thanks so much for showing me this great gym in Bertram, Texas. I had so much fun learning about its history and its story, and I absolutely cannot wait to take another gym tour with you soon.